Assalamualaikum. Good day everyone. My name is Nur Syuhada Alia binti Abdul Rahman. Matric number D201920916330. My group will talk about how to make and fly a kite. Let's get started. So, what is a kite? A kite is an aircraft that is made from light and thin materials, and at the end of the long string, it can be flown in the wind. Kites are one of the common toys that have been played by children and also adults for centuries. We can make our kite using the things that can be found in our house. But what are the things needed to make one? First, you need a few large pieces of plastic to build the body of the kite. Secondly, you need two sticks as the spine of the kite and the cross piece. You can use wooden sticks. And the last thing you will need is a string. In this case, I know it is hard to find a decent one, so you can use any kind of string that can be found laying around the house. With this 1, 2, and 3 simple things, you can start making a decorated and beautiful kite that's ready to soar through the skies. Now, I will pass this material to Miss Dina to continue how to use the strings to wrap the wooden sticks.
Hello everyone, my name is Amira Irdina binti Rosli. You can call me Amira, you can call me Irdina, or whatever that you want. My metric number is D201920916335. Okay, so since you already know what material I needed to make the kite, now let's move to the next step of how to use the string to wrap the wooden stick. Okay, first, you have to cut the wooden stick to the correct length of 24 inches and 20 inches. Make sure you cut it slowly and be careful of the sharp blade. Next, use the blade to make notches in both ends of the two wooden sticks like this. After that, you have to lay the 24 inches wooden stick vertically and measure 6 inches from the top and mark it with a pencil. Then, place the smaller stick across this mark to mark a cross or a T shape. Use your string to wrap the wooden stick together where they meet. You have to pay attention to the notches at the end of each stick. Lastly, you have to wrap the string around a kite. Ta-da! Make sure it goes right into the notches. Okay, now let's continue to Miss Fatiha on how to create a kite.
Hello everybody, my name is Nur Fatiha binti Madrum, matrix number D2019-209-1605. Now I'm going to show you the next step of how to create a kite. But before that, ta-da! Look at how gorgeous our kites are. I bet you guys must be curious on how we did this beautiful kite, right? So, without further ado, let's get started. Now that we have our frame, it's time to add our recycled plastic bag. First, you have to put your plastic bag on the table and then put your frame on top of it. Cut about an inch outside the frame to make your plastic bag the same shape. Next, I'm going to fold the edges of the plastic bag over the string and tap them securely. Cut a piece of string about 24 inches long, depends on the size of your frame. Poke a hole into the top and the bottom points of the kite. Tie one end of the string into the top hole and one end of the string into the bottom hole. You can use some tapes to keep it secure. This is the bridle of your kite. Tie your flying string to the bridle string to fly your kite. Look at that! Here are some extension activities. which is decoration. It's totally up to you on how you would decorate them. You can put words, ribbon, even colorful beads to decorate your kites. Here I'll just make a tail out of the recycled plastic bags. Now we are done. Miss Fasha will continue on how kite fly.
Hello beautiful people, my name is Tun Farsha Shazwani binti Tun Shariman. My number metric is D2019-209-1632. Do you know kites come in all shapes, sizes and colors? Hold on, let me show you. The most basic kites are big and flat with a long tail. They are connected to a long piece of string which you hang on to so you can control how they fly. How do kites fly? It all has to do with that big flat part of the kite, which is called the sail. As the kite flies through the air, the sail is tilted. So, the back of the kite is a little bit lower than the front of the kite. The tail is really important for keeping the kite in the air because it changes the way the air flows over the sail. As the air flows past, it pushes on the sail. But because the kite is tilted, the air rushing past the bottom of the kite pushes up on the kite harder than the air flowing above. To fly it, all we need to do is go to a big open area outside on a day that's moderately windy but not too windy. If there is a friend or an adult around, hold on to a handle with the string wrapped around it and have your friend hold on to the kite standing back, letting some room for you to run to help the kite lift and fly.
Hello everyone! So, here are my pre, while and post reflection of the demonstrative speech. For the pre, I think before recording the video, my member groups and I made a discussion on how we are going to deliver the speech nicely. So, I have prepared a script to ensure that I can speak fluently and know what is the main idea that I am going to talk about. It also helps to give me visualization on what I am going to do in the video to make it more attractive. For a while recording the video, I have faced some difficulties, but I am glad that I managed to overcome it. One of the challenges are it is so hard to record video at home when my family members are around and the barking sounds from my neighbor's dogs really interrupt me while I am recording the video. So, I had to find a suitable time to do the recording again. Furthermore, I also had to record multiple times because I find myself speaking too fast at times. For posts, as we know, editing video is not an easy thing to do. I am lucky to be blessed with group members that are willingly to help each other out. So, I got the opportunity to learn editing video through an app that is called CapCut. As the result, you can see that my group's video turned out very nice and the flow of the subtopic are delivered well too. Though there are things that need to be improved, but overall, I am glad that I can learn new things through the making of this speaking task. That's all from me. Thank you.
Before I begin this task, I need to do some preparation that I have to go to various shops to find the item required for this kite. I find it a little bit difficult since the items are not common in my area. Next, during the recording season, it is a little bit hard for me to record myself making the kite all by myself as I had to change the camera angle many times, so that I have to ask my brother to help me to record the flow. Lastly, the thing that I learned from this task is first, I already know how to edit the video using online applications such as Canva, CapCut, and many more. Then, I have learned how to manage my time to do this task. And last but not least, I can make a kite by myself without others' help.
The reflections of this video is, during planning on how to decide the flow of the video, all group members giving full cooperations even though we living far from each other and just using the internet to stay connected. Besides that, during the recording, I happened to have some difficulty to record the video. Some parts are required to record in a different angle. But it's hard for me since I'm living alone and no one can help me to monitor the camera. But I still managed to solve this matter using a plan B. From this video, there are so many knowledge and skills that I have learned. It taught me on how to do and how to fly a kite. The things about what is the materials, what we should do with the materials to create a kite, and how to fly the kite. It's also enhanced me about the skills of recording and editing a video. For me, the skills is so priceless and it's so useful not just for assignment but in our daily life. That's all from me. Thank you.
Before the recording session happened, there were several important things that needed to be prepared. One of them was the identification of a location to shoot the video, while the other was the equipment and props needed to shoot the video. Other than that, the pre-recording phase ran smoothly. During the recording session though, the shooting location had no free parking space, and I had to resort to illegally parking the car and had to calculate my time for the shoot accordingly to avoid a fine. After everything was finished, all that was left was to edit and compile all the other group members' videos. One of the most challenging parts about the editing session was finding and deciding on the appropriate theme that was going to be used as the main layout of the video. After an extensive and through discussion with other team members, I then proceeded to complete the editing process.